So what's the secret to success? And I come back to one phrase: don't settle.
I like those little innovator signs. Those are new this year. Those little red ones are there. Here. Oh my gosh, there's a lab. A dog, like an actual lab. Now that's funny. Oh, here's the personalized plans. Oh, I've been wanting to do this, show them this. It's like the opportunities in KW. So like, what's your path? So like I started as an agent, then built a team, then became a team leader, then became an OP, then became an area director. It's like the whole like steps that you can do. Yeah, awesome. Oh, you didn't really want to know. You asked for that, didn't you? I would have gotten more detailed. Hey, can I ask you a question on our vlog?
Yeah.
Hey, introduce yourself to Tyler and tell us what you love about Mega Camp.
Hey, I'm Jeff Woods. I run the company for The One Thing, and the thing I love about Mega Camp is just all these people coming together to learn and to connect and expand their minds.
How many times have you been to Mega Camp?
It's like my fourth.
Awesome.
Welcome.
You're the best. Bye. So that we are day one of Mega Camp 2019 in Austin, Texas. We just got here. Everybody's checking in. We're super excited, and I ran right into Julie. So what are you most excited about?
I'm just really looking forward to collaborating and learning from top agents and leaders all over the country. So excited to be here, Dana.
Awesome. We're excited. Hey guys, we are here with John Keller, and he is going to tell us a little bit about Keller Covered. So what's the biggest benefit for our agents of Keller Covered?
It allows you to save money, as you can see. This took about 60 seconds to get to, but you started at kellercovered.com, typed in a few pieces of information, and then got here to see all your quotes.
Thanks.
Good job, man.
Thank you,
I gotta
perfect.
go change socks. You know, I'm sweating. Number 3 today. I know, they're sick though, right?
What are they?
Let me get a close up just to
You want a detail shot?
Look at that, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go.
Hi everyone, welcome to Everything Life in Real Estate. I'm Linda McKissick.
And I'm Dana Gentry.
I'm Tara Allen from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I come from a call center background, and one day I was fishing on a boat with my husband. We were getting married that year, and my boss told me, "You're out of PTO for the year." And I said, "Are you kidding me?" So I was reading a book on a boat, Think Big and Kick Ass by Donald Trump, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go into real estate. I can think big and kick ass. And so on Monday, I quit my job.
Someone tells you that you're in an industrial revolution and you realize there's only been 3 others in the history of mankind, you really should sit back and listen for just a second and think about it. When you look at what was the first one, it was basically manufacturing. The second one was the materials they used. The third was the energy they used. And the fourth is artificial intelligence driven by big data. So in our lifetime, you and I are living our lives in the creation and the maturation of the 4th Industrial Revolution.
So Command is going to be the one place where all agents will be able, it's the platform. So they will keep up their database. They will do marketing campaigns through that. Command will be able to have opportunities. So they'll do all of their future deals in there, their current deals in there. If they have team members, everyone will be logged in together. Command is literally the platform that's going to take everybody off of 15 different sites that they're using or bolt-on technologies and put it all in one place so that they are more efficient and they can give their clients the best experience possible.
When Gary says he built a tech, KW's a tech company, what's that mean?
I love when people ask me about why Keller Williams is a tech company and what that, when you call yourself a tech company, it's because you build your own technology. So you don't pay somebody else to use their technology or to build it for you. You build your own platform with your own technology, and that's what makes us a tech company. How many mega camps have you been to?
09. See, I joined Keller Williams in March of 09, and that was the first mega camp I came to. I still remember I was a very broke agent. I was scared out of my mind and thinking, what the heck am I doing paying for a hotel bill here? $300 is way too much money for me to spend right now.
Okay, so why did you do that though?
Because I had a team leader who was insistent that great people do this. So if you want to be great, do this.
Yeah.
I've been missed mega camps since.
Yeah, ooh. That was good.
Am I getting paid for this? Because if that was good, I want money.
That was really good.
I thought it was terrible.
When I first started coming, I was so broke and deeply in debt, I just wanted to figure out, how do I find a lead? And so I sat in there and I listened to panel after panel and I'm like, okay, I actually remember the moment. It was like, okay, that guy is on stage and I'm smarter than him. But yet he's making $1 million and I'm broke. And he's doing this thing with his open houses, knocking on 20 doors, doing 4 every weekend, flipping signs in the same subdivision, just pointer signs, and doing 4 every weekend. So he's saturating every corner with his face. I took that one idea and I built a whole business on that one strategy.
Okay, Matt, how many mega camps have you been to?
This is the second one, actually.
But is this your first one as a team leader?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what would be the one thing you would say to agents for why they should take time out of their business to attend mega camp?
So my biggest takeaway is just going more in depth with the technology and talking about how everybody else is building these platforms that's really just bolt-on technology, but the agent is still the center of and having to manage. And then also talking about how it goes from basically building things for the agent, whereas we're building things for the consumer.
Which was a huge aha today.
Huge.
And I hope everybody really hears that and understands that.
Yeah, and then also all the new stuff that's coming out. So the Keller coverage with the insurance. And then talking about the iBuyer program that we have coming out. So every time, I come, whether it's family reunion, mega camp, just learning all the new things that we have coming out just to keep you, they said it best, it's a world of value and we have more value than anybody.
Yep. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Owensboro, Kentucky.
And you are affiliated with what team?
The Kelly Harris team.
I think this year we've been talking a lot about profit versus years of just units, and that excites me because I've thought that for a long time. We don't own the business just to go out and do the business. At the end of the day, it's about profit.
How many times have you been to mega camp?
This will be my 3rd time to mega camp.
Okay, so what keeps you coming back every year?
Because Keller Williams is constantly growing, and with all the technology, I feel like I need to be here to keep up and to constantly grow my business and, help everybody else's world get bigger on the team.
Yeah.
My biggest aha I think so far, just listening to Gary talk to the other agents and the one-on-ones and how they have everything set up to be successful and what we all need to do to follow that path.
How many times have you been to mega camp?
This is my very first mega camp, so I'm so excited to be here.
What about you?
It's my very first time too.
Is it really? Oh yeah, I guess.
Austin.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What did you think of Austin?
We love it.
I've been to mega camp 16 times.
Really? This is the 16th time?
I think so.
What would you tell somebody who's never been to mega camp before about the experience?
I think it's a once in a lifetime experience just to be able to listen to Gary and Josh's team and about where we're going with technology and the company. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And even though thousands of people are here, it's a very intimate setting.
Yeah.
And it just feels like you're here talking to Gary by yourself.
Yeah, I told somebody earlier, I don't know another place where this many top agents around the country would be together to just share and mastermind together.
The first mega camp maybe had 3,500 people.
Yeah.
And now we're what?
15, I think.
Yeah.
What'd you think of this morning with Gary?
Oh, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I like how they're bringing people up in smaller panels.
Yeah, me too.
It just seems to be a more concentrated, focused conversation.
Yeah.
It's easier to pick up on.
It's neat to just see different agents from all levels of production, all the way up to, 5-6 million GCI, being able to share what they're doing, and then also the people who have built smaller teams and have been able to have a really high net. I think that that's very impressive and what every agent should be focused on right now. Here's the thing, I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, I can't make it this year, or I'm too busy to go to this stuff. Like, what would you say to somebody that it's like, I just can't get there?
Success is always intentional. I don't know anyone who's been successful by accident. And so if you plan to go, if you plan to work on your business, then you're going to be successful year after year after year.
So wrapped up day 2 of Mega Agent Camp in Austin, and I'm going to sum up all of my ahas today with my favorite top 5 quotes from the day. So the first one is, people do business with people, not companies. So super important for the relationship building side, Mega Agents, and getting back to basics with all of their clients and their database. How do you feel about the industry changes, and what would you say to an agent that just is like, nah, it's just this tech thing?
I think it's interesting because as a leader, you have to figure out how to take all of this information, like I'm spinning right now. And so it's like I've got to digest it, and then I've got to take it back in like little bite size and like baby steps, and
how
not
you eat an
overwhelm someone. It's like my first iPhone. I didn't learn how to do everything on the iPhone.
That's good enough.
Day 1. So it's like I learned how to use Siri, right? And I taught my dad how to use Siri. And now I know how to use, all these other features. So like for my brain, I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna focus on like one thing. And master that.
And then go back and do that. Number 2 is, if you're not measuring it, you can't move it. So we've got to be tracking and measuring, which is super, super important. Number 3 is, you don't have to be great to start, but you really have to start to be great. Cody Gibson said that in his class that he taught, and I love that. Squeeze! Oh, this is gonna be good. Number 4, if you don't tell your story, somebody else is. So the importance of just telling your story, I thought that was awesome and so, so, so true. And then number 5, ooh, there's so many good ones. Number 5 was also, no, let's see, hold on.
One time Gary Keller said to me in a room, and I said something like, sometimes I get in a slump and I have to go back to the basics. And he says, Dick, why'd you ever leave the basics? Right? I go, busted again.
Oh, that's good.
It's the basics.
Number 5, for sure, found it. You have to be in the way for good things to happen. Linda's room. Do a podcast, episode 35. I can't believe that we've already, it's crazy, I know, but we'll have a good one.
Why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody about your journey in real estate?
Great. My name is Jessica Fox Wimmer, and I'm a team leader in Clearwater, Florida. And I grew up in the real estate industry. I've been in real estate for 25 years and in leadership for 16.
That was great.
That was awesome.
Really
you did good.
Just because you're powerful, girl.
Yeah, you are.
Awesome.
You got it. How are you? Good. Of course, I don't have sunglasses.
3.
Oh yeah, I love what he said. I love what the guy this morning said. We don't fail because we don't know what to do. We fail because we don't do what we know. That was good, wasn't it? Okay, we are walking there now, ... So we're here with Linda McKissick, and this is the last day of Mega Camp. This has been one for the books. So how many Mega Camps have you been to?
Well, I'm going to say probably at least 20-something. I'll just say about this. I've been to all of them. Because we were at the very first one where there were like 30-something people, and we brought 18 of those people to Gary's first Mega Camp. So that's how many we've been coming to. So we've seen a big change.
So what's different this year compared to all the other Mega Camps you've ever been to?
Well, first of all, every year I say this is the best one I've ever been to, and I heard several people say the same thing, and I'm like, how can I keep saying that about something that you've been to so many times?
Yep.
But I think what changes is the people. We keep attracting the most amazing people that are givers, and I love to say life gives to the giver and takes from the taker.
Yep.
So we have 10 or 12,000 or ever how many people are here of givers, and that just brings an energy and synergy that I don't know that you can explain.
Yeah, we've been talking a little bit about the industry, and you and I have talked about that a ton on our podcast too. But what are your words for somebody that's not with Keller Williams?
Well, sometimes we can sound like crazy people. I have a saying that says, "From the inside looking out, we're hard to understand, and from the outside looking in, we're hard to understand, and from the inside looking out, we're hard to explain."
Yeah.
So sometimes because people try to explain us to other people, it kind of is a turnoff and sadly gets the person the wrong idea of who we are.
Yep.
And so I think that's very dangerous because it costs that person an opportunity to come just feel and see who we are by themselves. And I always say, if you ever come check us out and you do enough due diligence on us and as who we are as a company and what your goals are and what you're trying to accomplish, you'll either have a burning desire to know that this is the place to make your biggest life possible,
or maybe not.
Or it's not. And either one's okay because we're all in the same industry and we all still care and love about each other no matter where we are.
Yeah. Okay, last question. What do you think about the industry right now?
Wow, I think we've got the biggest changes and the biggest competition like we've never seen before. And it's not each other. Our competition isn't each other anymore. It's outside people trying to break into industry and define our value and also trying to take us out of the situation. Someone said yesterday to Gary in a meeting, they said, this feels like fear. And it can feel a lot like fear. And he said to this lady, the fear we should all have in this industry is the fear that someone gets to one-to-one future before we do.
Yeah.
So that's where our fear needs to come from, is that we don't band together and get on board with creating our own platforms and our own artificial intelligence before an outside person who doesn't love this industry the way we does first.
Yeah. Okay, I said last question, but I really have one more.
Of
course, yeah. Only just because you just talked about Gary, and I know he has been a huge mentor of yours. What's the best thing you've ever learned from Gary Keller?
Oh gosh, the best thing I've ever learned from Gary Keller is what you learn every time you go, but you're a different person every time you go, is we don't think big enough.
Yeah.
We see ourselves different than he is, and we're actually not. We're the same. And our life is only going to get big in the proportion that we are able to attract people who are territory takers, wealth determiners, and who have big dreams and big goals for their lives. And so that really is the message for 20 plus years that I've been sitting in front of him. And I get it at a different place every time I go.
Yep, love it. Perfect.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
That's right. Yay!